Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Gray, and I'm here with DB Thomas. DB's running for Ward 3 City Council position. And I know there's a lot of questions that various mineral wells voters would like to hear DB's views on and learn a little bit more about him and what brings him to this race. So we're going to sit back and ask DB a couple of questions and see what he's got to say.
Hi, I'm DB Thomas. I've lived here in Mineral Wells for 17 years. I bought this house and have done the upkeep and refurbishment on it in a way that would maintain the character and help the historical neighborhood in Mineral Wells. I'm married and have one child, 7 years old. And they've asked me how we got into this. I've been content for a long time to mind my own business and contribute in other ways. But in December of last year, we got a water bill that was well over $400 in December when we weren't doing anything but flushing the toilet and taking a bath. And it came with a notice inside of it that said that the water wasn't safe for pregnant women or small children to drink. So obviously I was none too happy about that, and come to find out it was even a bigger hardship on some of my neighbors. I know people here in our ward that have, say a repair shop that only has a toilet and it was zero use, or maybe they've got some houses that they've bought that they're working on and they've kept the water turned on, but it's zero use. And even in those areas with zero use where they've been paying 50, maybe 40, 50, 60 bucks a month, they're getting bills for over $300. So in most cases, what they've elected to do is have the water turned off to those addresses. The even worse part of it is some of these little families that are in small houses through the ward get a notice that the water's going to be shut off, and they just leave it shut off and haul water maybe to flush their toilet or make other arrangements for their water, because not only can they not afford the water bill, they can't afford the fine that they'd have to pay to turn it back on. I understand that the mission over here on the other side of town has got a program where you can sign up for some help paying the fine to get your water turned back on, which is wonderful of them to do, but it's a shame that we're in that sort of situation. So this is the origin of at least my involvement.
DB, you said that you work on infrastructure projects in your professional life. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I can. I went to A&M, and I also later went to graduate school and have an MBA, and I handle infrastructure projects around the United States for our company. We provide it's an insurance situation, but we also do the escrow. So, for example, if a big electric project is approved and it's an $800 million thing, they don't just give them the $800 million and let them run off. There are these touchstones that they have to meet. And so once they've got all their land work done, a portion of their money is released. And once they've got the gin ties set up with the utility, a portion of the money is released. And once they've got a certain amount of it built, some more of it's released. And so we monitor that and check their records against how much more money they have coming from the bank until the project is finished. And then, of course, when they're finished, they're never really finished because you have to come back and refurbish them or they change hands. And I've been doing that for quite a while, and it's enjoyable. It's boring to everybody else. I apologize, but that's what I do. I would very much appreciate your vote for me in Ward 3. I think that this is not the only issue we face, but I think it's the most important because it's the most pressing. The people that are getting these bills are suffering by the month. So we've got to get this under control, and then we'll see what else we can do to help each other, because we all live here together.